on the scoreboard, 1-0. Waller takes the faceoff for the Knights. Tower sends it down behind the net. Near side board, Waller hustling over there. Along with Tyler Bechtold, we have a Tyler Bechtold sighting. Makes it in the defensive zone. Tower there, sends it off the boards, up and kept in right at the blue line. And Volkanot doing a great job of just shoving the Wings player out. Knights have it. Waller flips. Boards. Volkanot with it. Volkanot takes a shot at goal. Bounces it off the back of Melsha and able to put it in. He saw that little crease there that Matt was actually talking about earlier in the game, where he left that little crease there and he bounced it off the back of Melsha and was able to just knock it in. You talked about that earlier, about keeping an eye open for that.
I'm like a Swami. I can predict these things, Jeff. I know when they're coming, and I know when our audio is having a few issues, and whether or not people can hear us right now. That was a fantastic goal from Owen Volkanot.
Luke, I am your father.
We should be back up and running in just a second from an audio standpoint, but fantastic goal there by Owen.
So neutral ice. Shower with it for the Wings. Sends it forward to Anderson. Anderson had to get past it, but shoots right after it. Behind the Knights' net is that puck. Captain Jack Johnson fighting for it. Kept in there by the Wings. They pass across. Lost the edge of his skate. And Anderson comes forward and knocks it into neutral ice. Wings grab it back.
So 2-0 Knights off an Owen Volkanot goal there, and nice near side shot there, and here we go. What's the assist going to?
So into the Knights' defensive zone. Puck makes it to the near side boards.
Waller with the assist
Waller,
on that goal.
yep. Picked up there by the Wings, and they dump it back in. I'm just going to keep calling him Lewis because I don't know that I can actually say that last name correctly. Pass over to the near side and dumped in, number 22 there for the Wings. Dumped down into the Knights' offensive zone, and we'll have an icing call. 11-10 left period 2. Knights 2, Wings 0. You want to take a shot at that name at all?
Which name are you even
22.
talking about? I would go Makozak.
Makozak. Kozak.
I bet the J is silent.
We'll go with that. Makozak.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Usually pretty good at my Eastern European name pronunciation, Jeff.
All right, well, I'm going to rely on you there. Far side boards, Knights defensive zone, Wings with it. Behind the net, they send it. And it's sent down to the corner. Fauché forward, kept in by Northrop there of the Wings.
Oh, you know what we got out there for a deep pair right now? It's the Fauché Tower.
That is true. Very nice place.
Yeah.
Sent forward into neutral ice, just past Hansen. Picked up by the Wings. Down around. Johnson steps back and stops it behind his own net. Hands it off. Tower off the near side boards. Up to Chile. Chile had it stripped away there. Wings with it. Neutral ice. In the Knights' defensive zone, far side. Fauché stood tall and took it off. Back out to neutral ice. Wings will have to reset. They do, and they dump it in. Nice defenders out there for quite a while here. Fauché with it. Sends it behind his own net, near side boards. Wings centered over, it goes past everybody to the near side corner. Fauché keeping the pressure on. Centered up and broken up by Chile. Chile up the ice. Chile coming forward, and he drops it in and makes his way over. Change of skaters for the Knights. Monahan on the chase there. Near side boards up to neutral ice. Captain Johnson there with it. Cross to McClellan. Vertical pass forward up. Touched Waller. Icing waved off. Behind the net, making its way is Volkanot. Towards the corner, off the backside wall, far side wall. Waller tried to send it forward. Wings grab it. Make their way towards the corner. Waller really keeping the pressure on there. Passed off the far side boards and into neutral ice it comes. Into the Knights' defensive zone. Shot there. Wide behind the net to the near side boards. Knights trying to clear it out. Wings keeping it in, and now it makes it to neutral ice. Gotti sends it across. Comes back to Gotti. Forward he comes. Anderson and Captain Johnson strips it away. Jack coming forward. He's getting harassed there as he dumps it in. Far side boards. Knights offensive zone is that puck. Hernandez keeping the pressure, and Esterberg comes out with it towards the net. Esterberg comes. Esterberg with a nifty move and a goal. Just slipping back and forth, left and right, pulls it over and off the pipe there.
I swear to God, he looked up right at you, Jeff, and just smiled after that one.
I tell you, it's like they have something in there, and they're serving his favorite food, and he's first in line, and if he's not, he's going to make his way to the front, because Esterberg is getting to that net all season long.
I say it to my kids, get to the chopper. That's what Arnold says, and that's what you got to do. You get to the front of the net, and good things happen when the puck is there. And really, the Wings have put up quite a fight here. They're still leading in shots, 15-14 right now, as the Knights just get their 15th to tie it up. But man, the Wings are working hard here. The Knights have to stick with this because Ethan Johnson's been standing on his head and making some good saves.
Yeah, they are like mosquitoes in the summertime, that's for sure. Wings have it. Up they send it. Northrop with it. Back passes it into neutral ice. Shower dumping it in. Chased down by Clark of the Knights behind his own net. Off the near side boards up to neutral ice to Esterberg. Esterberg back passing. Nice nifty pass to Anderson. Anderson with it. Shot on, knocked away by Melcha. Far side boards.
And Caden Clark made a cut right toward the net there. The delivery was a little late, but Clark would have had a great goal scoring opportunity there.
Northrop put it off at Ethan Johnson. It rolled right off of him to the far side there. Kept in there by the Wings. Pass over far side boards.
What the Knights have done a really good job defensively is any centering pass through the zone, they've done a really good job of just getting a tip on that puck.
So far side corner, Wings with it. Back up to point. Knocked away by Esterberg, and Esterberg is behind the defense. Towards the goalie he comes. Esterberg takes the shot. I think that he was getting harassed a little bit there, but he was unable to convert there, and back up he comes. He looks like he's okay. And
he hit the back wall pretty hard, skating a little slow, kind of grabbing his knee, but not going to the bench.
So the Knights reset there, and
Hernandez with a big check, and looks like a delayed offsides on the Knights now.
Hunter Hansen chasing after it there.
Or is it a penalty?
And there we have the whistle. We'll see who that penalty is on here.
I'm going to guess it's going to be Hernandez going to the box. Might be a boarding call right up against the bench there. It looked like a clean hit at the time.
Yeah, it looked like a very clean hit, so I'm not 100% sure there.
They're calling it a cross check, and it's Alex going to the box.
You're correct there. 6:36 left, period 2. And correct on the call. We don't make them. We just let you know what happened. 6:36 left in the period. Knights up 3-0. He's shorthanded for the next 2 minutes. Behind the nets.
Good job by Jack.
Captain Jack Johnson out to neutral ice. Wings with it. They retreat into the defensive zone. Passing it all around. Knights keeping the pressure on there. Hansen just hustling up. Why not?
Antoine doing a good job on the forecheck as well.
1:33 left on that penalty. 6:06 left. Here come the Knights, the Wings into the Knights defensive zone. From point over to the far side. Wings with it. Pass across. Back to point. Sent from there forward. Knocked away by Fauché. Kept in by the Wings. Far side boards. Marching towards the center. Shot knocked away by Ethan Johnson.
That's a good save by Ethan right there. That was a point-blank shot.
1:05 left on that penalty. From the near side, pass across the backside.
Oh,
Ethan
wow.
Johnson jumps in front and knocks it away.
The Big E equalizing things for the Knights here.
Another shot. That one went off of Jack Johnson. Fauché grabbing it, throwing it behind his own net. Near side boards, defensive zone. Jack Johnson hustling over there and just withstanding. Wings get it back, and Knights try to clear it out, but it's kept in. Firm point. Near side. Centered in. Shot off of Fauché.
30 seconds left in the kill for the Knights.
Up to the blue line. Far side. Moving over towards point. Making it towards the net. Shot. And Ethan Johnson again gets an arm on that and knocks it away. And the Knights clear it out. 15 seconds left on that penalty. Jack Johnson with it.
Delayed offsides against the Wings. They have to go check up. Oh, it's going to allow Jack 2 opportunities to try to clear it, but he can't.
Turnover by the Knights. Back up to point for the Wings. They send it forward, and it's knocked away by Vokanot. Vokanot had it stripped away, but Vokanot gets it back. Vokanot into the offensive zone. Vokanot back passing it to Waller. Sent it just a little too hard past him, and the Wings bringing it into the Knights' defensive zone. Near side corner. Kept up there by McClellan, and Monahan able to jump in there and knock it away. Wings grab it. Turn, spin, shoot. Johnson knocks it away. Far side corner. Waller sends it behind the net. Near side boards. Wings grab it there. Try to pass it across. Gets past everybody to the corner and taken away by Waller. Waller through neutral ice. Waller comes forward and goes right through it. Check. Waller delivers a blow, but the Wings take the puck. Across the center ice line. Into the Knights' defensive zone. Towards the net. McClellan.
Oh, what the heck was that?
McClellan
got a chokehold to his neck on the way down there.
Yeah, he jumped and kind of rode him like a horse there down, and then just went down with him.
Colton didn't even hit or retaliate or anything. He just
what a smart play actually by McClellan, just to keep his
cool.
Kept his cool, kept his composure, and Anderson into the penalty box.
Nicholas Anderson did not keep his composure on that play.
Well,
tried to go for a power bomb.
Yeah, he wrong sport. Equestrian is across the town, but here on this one, no, that one's not allowed.
3:42 to go on the second. 2 minutes up on the power play for the Knights.
Antoine takes the faceoff. Puck makes it to the corner. Hansen comes out with it. Hansen back to Antoine. Back to the blue line to Clark. Clark sends it from there. Hansen tried to get a tip on it. It gets through everybody. Anderson hustles down and makes it back to Hernandez behind the net and over to Antoine. Back up to the blue line to Clark. Clark near side to Anderson. Anderson sends it forward, trying to get a tip for Hernandez and cleared out by the Wings. Right back to Clark as he retreats into his defensive zone. Through neutral ice he comes. Into the offensive zone, far side boards. Right towards the net he comes, takes the shot. It goes wide, but he gets it back. Near side boards, turns, sends it back to the corner. Hansen sends it back up to Clark at the blue line. Clark sends it, and saved by Melcha.
That got all the way through there, and Wigfield for the Wings tried to get a knee on it. It went right under his leg and got all the way through.
So 2:51 left in the period, 1:09 left on the power play here for the Knights. Let's see if we can make something happen here. In this 1 minute, 9 seconds left on this power play. Esterberg stepping in to take the face-off. Puck drops. And the Wings grab it. Cross center ice. Johnson keeping the pressure on, and Monahan grabs the puck. Behind his own net he goes, hands it back off to Esterberg. Esterberg quickly up through neutral ice. Across the center line, into the offensive zone. Along the far side. Tries to send it back and kept in by Monahan at the blue line. Vokanot grabs it along the far side boards. Knights got to remember they have an extra skater here.
It was a good kick by Easton Monahan, and I'm going to take credit for that because I once coached him in youth soccer.
There you go. So 30 seconds left on that power play. Vokanot pulled it out, but the Wings able to get there, beat the Knights to it. They send it up the far side boards, and here they come with a 2-on-1 up the ice. Vokanot, however, retreating back. And the Knights doing a good job of being disruptive there.
Yeah, errant pass by the Wings. That was a good opportunity for them shorthanded.
12 seconds left on that power play for the Knights. Captain Jack Johnson behind the net, 7 seconds. The Knights are just going to let it run out, it appears. Near side boards up. Bechtold sends it forward. Another Tyler Bechtold sighting. Dumps it in. And the Wings back at full strength.
Ooh, bad turnover there.
Bechtold turn, spins, sends it. Knocked away by Melcha off that shot. Bechtold keeping the pressure on, and we're going to have a call.
So we got a net kicker.
So we'll stop it to reset the net here at the 123 mark, with the Knights being up 3-0.
I'm going to try a sound effect for the net kick here.
Well, there we
A
go.
little record scratch. How about that?
It's a little DJ wiki there.
Yeah,
Fauché
we
with
should
it from the blue
probably
line.
use that for DJ.
Yeah, probably. Actually, that's that'd be a wiki for him. So shot and saved by Melcha. 1:19 left, period 2. Shots on goal are tied up at 18 apiece. Scoreboard is 3-0 Knights. Wings send it behind their own net. Far side boards. Swing and a miss there by Lewis.
Anderson with some good physical play right there.
Bechtold hustling over. Bechtold excited to be back out on that ice and bringing that play that we're used to seeing out of him. Wings grab it. Northrup into neutral ice. Northrup sending it forward. Down in behind the Knights net, turned over. Oh boy, the Knights turn it back over to Northrup. Back out to the blue line, shot from there. And Hernandez took it off the body and from his knees sends it down the ice.
At the perfect speed for no icing.
40 seconds left in the second period, and the Knights able to knock it back in and keep the pressure on there. Here comes Chile, along with Hernandez, centered into Anderson. Anderson going through the wash there. Ended up having it stripped away. Cross center ice is Northrup for the Wings. Tower had it. Johnson had to knock it away. It's along the near side boards here. Both teams fighting for it here. Down in the near side corner.
10 seconds to go on the second.
Again, locked up along the boards here with now 5 seconds. Knights come out with it. Clear it out.
And that'll do it.
And again, wouldn't be shocked. Chile happened to come out of all that mosh posh down there.
A
with that
mosh
puck
posh, eh?
and sends it forward.
Yeah. Not sure I've heard mosh posh before.
Yeah, you know.
Did you just make that up right now?
I really did, actually. So after 2 periods of play, Knights are up 3-0. 18 shots on goal for each team. However, the Knights lead 3-0. You're watching exclusive coverage of Knights hockey on the St. Mike Level Global Hockey Network on YouTube. We thank our executive producer from afar, Dylan Kiner, who helped us out with technical difficulties. I also thank Kelly Story, who's sitting at the computer.
She's at the helm today.
Yeah,
she's got her hand on the wheel.
One hand on each hip there, shaking back and forth.
I think she's just enjoying the Blink 182. That's my...
Well, I think she's watching her other son play down in River Lakes here. Looks like they're up 1-0 over, is it Pine City?
Pine City.
Over Pine City.
Yep.
So, Matt, probably if you want to keep talking, we can.
Should we take a little break?
We should.
Get those vocal cords back?
We should, but let's quickly at least thank our platinum sponsors here. Bellbank Mortgage, Mikkel Knotek, Hat-Trick Hockey, home of the broken stick. You get a broken stick, go over there for all your hockey needs.
Gosh, I'm going to be there tomorrow.
Yeah, you will. bring about $300 to $400 with you, too, to get that replace that beautiful stick. Luther Brookdale Chevrolet, Marksman Metals, and one of my favorite places to go year-round, What's the Scoop? We thank all of our sponsors, but especially our platinum sponsors. We'll get to the rest later. Thank you for watching. We'll be back in about 12 minutes here to bring you period number 3. All right, welcome back, Knights fans. That's 17 minutes on the clock here to start period 3. The Knights are up 3-0, but both teams have 18 shots on goal, and I'll tell you, these Wings are scrappy. They are.
I would even call them Wild Wings, Jeff.
Yes, but you can't say Buffalo because definitely not there. But
They're not from Buffalo. Those are the Bison.
yeah, there you go. The Buffalo Wild Wings.
And Bison don't have wings, Jeff.
Yeah, this is true. Yes. Try to tell that to the Bison or Buffalo on the commercial. Armstrong, Cooper, Robbinsdale, right?
Yes.
Part of that too. They're a pesky bunch. I'll hand it to them. They play hard.
You know, you have to give a ton of credit to Ethan Johnson because he's been in the right spot at the right time and made all the saves that he needed to today.
For sure.
I hope we can keep it up and keep this going, but it's definitely going to be a difficult task as we enter the third period.
So the puck drops. Wings have it. They dump it into the Knights. Defensive zone. Johnson stops it, gives it to Fauché off the near side boards, up to Hansen. Over to Antoine, works his way through a check and has it stripped away. Wings have it there. Out to neutral ice, they send it. Forward they come and knocked away by the Knights. Cheely with the puck. Cheely dumping it in, and he'll make his way to the bench, but Hansen keeping the pressure on there. And the Wings clear it out through neutral ice into the Knights' defensive zone. Nelson had it, and it stripped away. Vokenot got it. Over to Hansen. Behind the net to Fauché. Far side boards. Fauché rainbowing it forward. And they're going to call a hand pass there.
I think the ref was practicing his slow pitch
Yeah,
softball motion.
I think he'd been working on that one for a while. But that was pretty slick how he did that. Okay, look, hand pass.
He's really been working on that one.
So 16-13 left, period 3. Monahan going to take the face-off here for the Knights. Oh, they're not going to have any of that.
Caden Clark trying to sneak in, get there a little early.
Puck drops. Wings have it from the blue line. They send it. Knocked down there. Waller gets over there, hands it to Johnson. Johnson forward to Vokenot. Vokenot into the Knights' offensive zone near side. Takes a shot, hits the pipe, comes back to him.
He tried for that near side shot again, and this time it was covered up there by Melsha.
So from the blue line, Captain Johnson sends it. And Clark keeps it in, far side blue line, behind the net. Wings send it. Knights able to take it away. Near side corner. Pass behind the net, pass back in, shot by Vokenot there. Waller got it to Vokenot, and Knights Johnson doing a great job of keeping that in. Just ricochets it off the back glass there. From the blue line, Clark goes to send it forward. It goes off of his stick, rainbows up, and again ricochets off the back glass. Wings come out with it.
A couple of great combo plays by the Knights offense down there led to that Vokenot shot, and Melsha, to his credit, shut the door, but that was a close one.
Sent forward, touched by Esterberg, and down into the offensive zone. Melsha sends it behind his own net. Anderson gets over there and trips over the puck. The Wings cleared out.
You're not supposed to step on the puck.
So down into the Knights' defensive zone it comes. Near side corner, Tower fighting for it. And Anderson comes out with it. Anderson pass forward for Esterberg. Esterberg chasing after it. Melsha's just going to stop it and cover. 14:38 left, period 3. We'll drop that puck in the Knights' offensive zone on that far side dot here. Knights go up 19-18 in shots on goal here. And Hernandez is going to step in to take the face-off here for the Knights. Puck drops. From the blue line, Fauché keeping it in. We have...
That was a trip on Fauché.
Well, Fauché sent it there.
Or Anderson.
Must have been Anderson, yeah.
But Northrop came out of that limping.
Yeah, he is there. And so I hope he's okay. You always never want anybody to get hurt.
He might have got the stick caught up in the skate blade there and kind of twisted a little bit. That might have been the issue. And not something that Anderson wanted to happen, just got to control your stick in that situation.
Yeah, Brady Northup going to the bench in clear pain. They had to open the door for him to get through there. You can see he's still in pain. So we'll drop the puck at the Knights defensive zone. Hansen takes the face-off. McClellan with it off the far side boards. Short-handed up to Antoine, but it gets past him. Wings grab it. Near side, they come up through neutral ice. Gotti with it. Gotti into the offensive zone. He dumps it around the boards, makes it to the far side. Johnson trying to clear out, kept in by the Wings. Right at the blue line. Makes its way over to the near side. Down to the corner, behind the net. Centered up, shot knocked away, and off the ricochet, number 34, I believe that's Murphy.
Mac Murphy.
Mac Murphy was able to get the ricochet that came off, and he dumped it in. And an excited Murphy he is.
Yeah, he's a senior. Rebound came right out to him in front, and he just hammered it home. I noticed during that penalty kill, the Knights were getting real aggressive and trying to break out and see if they could take one on the shorthanded. They had 3 guys up near the blue line when that puck was coming back in, so Armstrong Cooper was just in a fantastic scenario to get a rebound and put that one in.
So Armstrong Cooper on the board here. 3-1 is the score here in favor of the Knights. As the puck makes its way into the Knights' offensive zone, Armstrong Cooper grabs it. The Wings have it behind their net. They send it near side corner, back behind the net. Wings with it. Kind of lost the handle on it. Monahan keeping pressure on. Forward, they send it into neutral ice. It comes. Knights grab it off the turnover and send it in.
They were in an offside position. They had to check back up.
Yep, and while that happened, the Wings cleared out into the Knights' defensive zone, knocked away by Captain Jack Johnson. Puck is behind the net. McClellan sends over far side boards. Esterberg able to send it forward, but the Wings just grab it and drop it. They send it towards the net. It goes through a whole mess of people, and it makes its way out to neutral ice. Esterberg coming forward there, and Waller doing everything he could to hold up there, but Esterberg kind of kept going across, and unfortunately the Knights were offsides.
And then Esterberg took a shot after the whistle, and of course Armstrong Cooper takes offense to that. Waller was really doing everything he could to stay onside there, and I thought he might have kept a foot on the blue line, but no dice for the Knights.
So Melcher there resetting, putting his helmet on.
I mean, we took a late shot on him, so he gets a free timeout out of it.
And he's got the puck, too, that he's letting the referees know, hey, I still got this thing here.
I thought he was taking a selfie at one point. Brought out his phone.
Drop the puck in neutral ice. It makes it in the Knights' offensive zone. Back behind the net. The Wings send it near side boards. And intercepted by the Knights here. The turnover. Esterberg grabbing it there. Backhands it over. But has it stopped by the Wings. They send it behind their own net. Far side boards. Tower able to send it from there. Esterberg got a stick on it. He gets it back. Takes another shot. Denied by Melcher.
Quick wraparound there by Tanner.
And then Hernandez with a quick shot. Melcher denies him as well. Out to neutral ice it comes. Nelson with it for the Wings, and he rainbows it down to the near side corner. Clark grabbing it behind his own net. He goes far side boards. Clark tries to send it forward. It's broken up, but he's able to send it forward and chase it himself into the offensive zone. Centers it up. Broken up by the Wings.
Yeah, Armstrong Cooper was all over that. They got about 4 guys back to the defensive slot there.
So Northrop back on the ice here, and he sends it on and knocked away by Johnson. Far side boards. Tower over to Hernandez. Hernandez way up and down it comes to Esterberg into the offensive zone. Forward, he sends it for Tower behind the net. Tower with it, centering it in.
Ooh, just missed Levi.
And Levi sends it on net, goes through off of a bunch of skaters, I should say, and now makes it behind the net. Wings with it, far side. Into neutral ice, the Wings bring it into the Knights' defensive zone, and they turn it over. Hansen with it. Hansen forward through neutral ice. Hansen into the offensive zone. Hansen towards the center, takes the shot, puts it off of a wing skater, and quickly they come across the center line into the Knights' defensive zone. Centering in right off of Hansen, and then the shot off the ricochet there by Cassidy of the Wings. Our side corner is that puck. Wings with it. 11:05 left in the period. Knights up 3-1. From the blue line, Cassidy with it for the Wings, tries to get it forward, and Hansen gets it. Hansen had it and then lost it, and into the boards he goes, and he's going to get a penalty there.
Yeah, that one could be a 5-minute or two because he put head into the glass there.
Yeah, Cassidy went low, and Hansen didn't anticipate him going low. I don't think there's anything cheap about it, but unfortunately.
The refs are going to talk about this. I have a feeling Hunter's going to serve 5 there.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here as they make it over and have a little conversation. Again, I don't think there was anything malicious there. He was coming at him. Cassidy ducked down.
It was probably a little frustration out of Hunter as he kind of saw daylight and could have had a breakaway. Just kind of missed on the puck and then tried to deliver a really tough check, and we'll see what they put up on the scoreboard.
Yep,
just 2.
2 minutes it is. 10:51 left in period 3. Knights up 3-1.
And the Armstrong Cooper bench not happy about it being 2.
Well, again, like us, they don't make the calls either. It's the 3 guys in stripes on the ice.
That is true.
So we'll sit over there and we'll have our best lobbying effort, and to no avail because we still have the same 2 minutes up there. Esterberg takes the face-off for the Knights. Wings have it, the blue line, far side, down to the far side corner.
Big check by Fauché down in the corner, helping to get it away momentarily.
And the Wings keep it in, near side. Up to point. Near side boards, marching towards the net, takes the shot, goes wide.
Weissjohn with a huge rip there.
From the far side corner. Back down, pass across, shot, and off the pipe it goes behind the net. 1:23 left on the penalty.
Yeah, that was a golden opportunity for Northrop to put another one on the board there for the Wings.
Northrop with it again, turns, spins, takes the shot, knocks away. Fauché sends it behind his own net, up and down the ice it goes.
Yeah, good job by Dylan Fauché helping to clear that rebound there too. That was right on the doorstep and in a bad spot.
1:05 left on the penalty, under a minute now, 58 seconds as the Wings bring it up through neutral ice. Pass forward, far side boards. To the near side. Northrop with it, back up. Back down to Northrop along the near side boards. Out to neutral ice, and there comes Esterberg.
Here's an opportunity.
With it.
Got Waller.
Over to Waller. Waller with the backhanded goal, and goal! Braden Waller, my oh my, sure is pretty. And the sound effects for Braden Waller there. As he pulls it across, goes to the backside, flips it up, and puts the Knights up 4-1. Short-handed. 9:27 left in the period. There was 37 seconds left on that penalty, Matt.
You know, fantastic awareness by Tanner Esterberg there. A 2-on-1 situation. Tanner wasn't on his forehand there. Made the good choice to get it to Waller on that back door wide open with enough space to make a sweet move, put it top shelf, take a big three-goal lead again.
Yeah, very unselfish hockey there on parts of the Knights there. So the puck drops and it makes it into the Knights' offensive zone. Wings with it behind their own net. Vertically up they come. Into neutral ice, across the center line. Stopped there at the blue line by McClellan. He's battling 2 of the Wings there, but the Wings come out with it. Forward they come into the Knights. Defensive zone, and lost the edge of his skate, did Murphy. And Knights back at full strength now. Wings with it. Sent into neutral ice, and we've got a little WWE action, but Waller brings it in.
Tied up.
Centers in, shot, knocked away by Melsha. Forward come the Wings. Dumping it in. Johnson stops it behind his net.
Good job by Waller finishing that check there.
Tower up to Bechtold. Bechtold forward to Monahan, who lost the edge of his skate there and now is stuck under Murphy, who's trying to get into his own bench. And here come the Wings. Northrop with the shot, knocked away off of the ricochet, and that's a goal.
Rebound goal by Luke Weissjohn.
So
Ethan made the first save, did a good job on that one, but it was just a juicy rebound and right in the wrong spot for the Knights.
Yeah, they don't get much more juicy than that, that's for sure. So 4-2 here, 8:08 left. Period 3. And look, check out the shots on goal here. Actually, the Wings with 26 shots on goal, the Knights 22, up 4-2. Puck drops. Wings with it. In their own defensive zone, few passes around. Into neutral ice they come. Into the Knights, defensive zone towards the net.
Good stick by Captain Alex Hernandez there to keep that shot from going off.
Tower brings it into neutral ice. 40 sends it for Anderson. Knights are going to be offsides, and indeed they are.
Yeah, just a good stick right at the defensive blue line for the Wings there. Just slowed it down enough, and Anderson kept his speed, and he's got to keep his speed. He can't stop on a dime like that.
Yeah, that's especially with
he was
right
going full
behind
speed,
you.
3 feet in front of the blue line. Nothing he can do about that.
Especially with the puck right behind you with the skater there. He's like he was the blocker. So off that, the Wings have it. Through neutral ice they come. Into the Knights, defensive zone. Hernandez rainbowing it into neutral ice. Picked up by the Wings there. Off the near side boards. Forward it comes. Through neutral ice into the Knights defensive zone. The referee lets it go between his legs there, and an icing call.
Right through the wickets on the stripes there. Quite a move by that ref.
He just put him. He wanted to get on camera there.
He didn't have to do that. He could have let it go by his legs one way or the other, but wanted to show off those skating skills.
And what skating skills those were. So Antoine going to step in to take the face-off here. Puck drops. Behind the net it goes. Wings with it. Off the far side boards. Picked off by Antoine. Antoine takes a check as the puck makes it down behind the net. Boy, skaters falling down all over the place.
It's slippery out there, Jeff.
Oh, Hansen takes a check as he sends it up the boards. Still in the Knights offensive zone. Got a whole lot of stuff going on there. And Johnson swings at it from the air, able to keep it in, but it goes right to a Wings player. Forward they send it, and Captain Johnson got a stick on it there. McClellan fighting for it. He's got 1-on-3.
Yeah, Jack prevented a 1-on-0
and
play there.
There's another broken stick brought to you by Hat Trick Hockey, and what a shot there along the boards with no call.
Chile took one right in the face, but took the stick along with it, and it's getting physical out there right now. Holy buckets.
So Waller into the offensive zone, takes a shot, saved by Melcha. 6:24 left, period 3, and that broken stick brought to you by Hat Trick Hockey. Hat Trick Hockey.
Hockey.
Hockey, thank you. Home of all your hockey needs.
And home of unbroken sticks.
Yes.
Sticks that are full and whole.
And available at all different prices and ranges. Puck drops.
Oh!
Monahan with the shot on, knocked away by Melcha.
Waller was right there. The rebound just trickled over his stick blade.
Into the Knights defensive zone. Johnson grabbing it over to the near side. Kept in by Gotti for the Wings. Pass across. Shot there and goal by number 20.
Oh, we got a whistle. It's waved off.
I think we're going to have a penalty here,
Penalty
actually.
on Armstrong Cooper before the shot.
I didn't actually see that. I don't know if you caught that. I was following the... and who's going in there? Number 22, it looks like.
Makozak is going there. I don't know if it's interference or roughing, but something in front of the net. So, and instead of a goal and a 1-goal game, the Knights are now on a power play and still leading by 2.
Boy, you got to be. That's a
huge turn of events right
there. Yeah, if you're a Wings fan, you got to be like, what?
Yeah.
Far side boards, puck drops. Well, here's the call. Roughing is the call, they said. So the puck makes it to the near side corner, back behind the net. Knights with it in the offensive zone, back out to the blue line. Captain Johnson over to Waller, far side turn, spins, takes the shot. And back up to the blue line. Monahan with it, back down to Esterberg. Cross to Johnson, far side, back to Esterberg in the center.
Nice move by
behind
Tanner.
the net. Turn, spins, takes the shot, knocked away by Melcha. Behind the net it goes. Captain Jack Johnson with it, far side corner. Gets it to Waller, back to Johnson, and makes it through.
Oh!
Vokanot takes the backhanded shot and cleared out by the Wings and down the ice. Monahan with it, 1:04 left on that power play. for the Knights. Monahan coming into the offensive zone. Monahan going through everything. Centers over. He was expecting someone to be there. That wasn't. Down the ice it's sent by the Wings, and Johnson sends it up the near side here. Esper got a stick on it and then throws his body in the way to take the ricochet.
Yeah, he felt that one. He went straight to the bench after that one.
Johnson steps back behind the net, stops the puck, hands it off to Clark. Gives
30
it to,
seconds left in the man advantage for the Knights.
To Antoine, quickly up the ice. Makes it to center, off the ricochet, comes back to McClellan, takes a shot. Melcha denies that again.
Nice sprawling save by Melcha there.
Knights come out with it. Hernandez, Captain Hernandez. Up to Clark. Clark back behind the net. Let's see if he can be the man of steel as he makes it to the far side corner. 4 seconds left on that power play. Hansen with it, back to Anderson. Anderson with the shot, sends it through the whole crowd there. Knocked away, and the Wings are back at full strength, but it's still in there. It's cleared out to neutral ice. Northrop bringing into the Knights.
Good
Defensive
check there
zone.
by Hernandez.
From the corner, centered in, broke up by Anderson. Anderson up the far side boards, into neutral ice. Anderson into the offensive zone. Anderson takes the shot, and off the ricochet, another shot by Hansen. Again, Melcha knocks it away, and the Wings stand tall and send it over to the far side boards, but Anderson comes out with it down to the corner. It goes off the referee, actually.
And we got a penalty coming up against the Knights. As Hansen was just held there too. We might see 2 guys going.
Oh boy.
Hernandez is on top of a guy down there. Although it doesn't look malicious.
No, those 2 are just kind of sitting there like, hey, I don't know about, your area, but Culver's is really popular here. So, So 3:19 left in period 3. Knights up 4-2. However, the Knights are going to be on the penalty. It looks like
Anderson's in the box
Anderson
right
and
now.
might be Hernandez as well.
They're going to take 2 Knights on that? Suddenly it's going to be a 5-on-3.
For 2 minutes, probably, at least.
Oh, all right, well, that's a pretty interesting turn of events.
So the Knights power play, or excuse me, penalty. Oh.
Timeout
Got a
called
timeout.
by Armstrong Cooper. I would imagine with 3:19 to go and a 5-on-3.
That's kind of a tough one to call there. I mean, you call them as you see them, and I get that, but and I said that on purpose too. I calls them as I see them, but that's a tough one to call, to send 2 of them into the box like that. So, but kind of wait for the explanation.
I actually thought Hansen was kind of held there for a minute. He had to spin around in a scenario where his arm was just held there.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to see at least one Armstrong Cooper player go to the penalty box there too, but maybe this is kind of a little bit of a makeup for the goal that was waved off and penalty called against Armstrong Cooper.
Yeah, that's
so I guess
true.
it all evens out.
These are true facts. That would be true. If I were a Armstrong Cooper Robbinsdale fan, I wouldn't be very happy at all about that goal being waved off.
No.
And
so,
they could be sitting in a position here where it's 4-3 with a 2-skater advantage. So I guess we'll just see what happens here.
So I would imagine they're going to keep Melcha out there in the 5-on-3 scenario. But after the penalties expire, they're probably telling him right now, as soon as that expires, you get to the bench so we can get back to at least a 6-on-5 advantage. You
got to hand it to both goalies here tonight, too. They're both just playing outstanding, both teams here. So here we go. 5-on-3.
Antoine Clark and Jack Johnson out there for the Knights to kill this penalty.
Northrop with it. Over to the far side. Back down to the corner far side. Up the boards to the near side to Northrop. Down to the near side corner.
Knights staying nice and tight. A good triangle right in front of the net.
Pass over. Tried to catch the back door. And we have a whistle.
It looks like Ethan might have sprawled across and kicked the net a little bit there.
Did that net jump off again?
Are you going to blame the net or the goalie this time, Jeff?
I'll go with it was Ethan did it. So 2:59 left in the period, 1:40 left on the dual penalty there for the Knights.
That was the slowest 20 seconds of all time right there, by the way.
Johnson went to get it. He got hooked there, but no call. It's sent down the ice. Knights able to clear it out.
Good job by Jack getting that out.
Melcher steps out and stops it, hands it off. Here come the Wings.
Armstrong surprisingly patient bringing the puck up right now.
Cross center line, into the Knights, defensive zone, near side. Making it towards the center, shot there, knocked away by Johnson. Over to the corner it goes, 1:12 left on that penalty, the dual penalty. Passed over to the near side, Northrup with it there. Back over, back to Northrup. Shot and saved by Ethan Johnson.
Just plucked it out of the air. Good glove save by Ethan.
1:01 left on the dual penalty for the Knights. 2:20 left in the third period. Knights up 4-2.
They're going to keep Clark and Jack Johnson out there. Hunter Hansen's coming in as the lone forward to help kill this.
Hansen takes the faceoff, makes it back to Captain Johnson. He sends it down the ice. Melcher steps out, grabs it, and sends it forward. Here come the Wings.
They're lucky they didn't pull the keeper on that one. That one would have gone in, but I'm keeping an eye on Melcher. They might pull him very, very quickly here.
From the far side, over to the near side to Northrup. Back to the far side, shot and wide. Near side boards and kept in by Northrup there for the Wings. Marching right towards the net. Takes the shot and goal.
Oh, and Melcher was coming out too.
Yeah. So 1:50 left in the period. 31 seconds was left on the dual penalty.
So 5-on-4, but I mean, that was a great shot. Beat Ethan's stick side up in that top corner. It's a tough one to block as any goalie.
Yeah, Northrup's, was that Northrup who got that for?
I wasn't paying attention to that part. What I have to pay attention to who shoots and scores.
I'm pretty
in this
sure
game?
that
What's
was
going on?
Northrup there with the
We're
shot.
going to find out when Jocks tells us in just a minute here.
Well, as long as he got the right skater sent to him. Down the ice, the puck goes into the Knights' offensive zone.
So Melcher just touched it up, and he's going to come out of the crease as soon as they get it past the blue line here. And the Wings will have a two-man advantage
and
yet
here
again.
He comes. 12 seconds left on that penalty, and it was indeed Northrup with that goal.
See if the Knights can do what the JV team did and get two shorties here.
Far side, back up to point. Knights back at full strength. From the near side, there's the shot and goal.
Oh, no.
Bar down. Number 9.
That's Weissjohn again. He had the second goal of the game.
So Luke Weissjohn, the senior forward for Cooper Armstrong, gets it on the near side, and with a perfect placement there, bar down to tie it up at 4 apiece.
And Ethan's made a lot of good saves in this game, and it's just unfortunate that the shots have been in such good positions in this last couple of minutes here. But I don't think these Knights are done.
So off the face-off, Captain Johnson sends it forward into the offensive zone, and it's going to be an offsides. I don't know how it couldn't, because they had skaters in it, came out, back in, and a couple different times it went in. The referee, after about the second one, blew the whistle to stop that, and we'll drop the puck in neutral ice outside the Knights' offensive zone, just outside the blue line, near side dot. Monahan taking the face-off. Wings grab it.
See if we can get some late game heroics here from this line of sophomores. Here comes Waller.
Into the offensive zone, near side, passing back to Vokenot, takes the shot off of Melcher's pads and up into the netting. 56 seconds left in the period, and I believe that would be the House of Pain.
Oh, quiet over there, you Scotty.
It's just Scotty football. I'm also a Vikings fan. Vokenot stepping in to take the faceoff. Puck drops. Forward it went. Monahan tried to get to it. Wings grabbed it. Turnover back to Waller. Vokenot gets that puck and out to neutral ice he comes. Dumps it back in. The Knights will have to reset here. 40 seconds left in the period and game. Tied up at 4 apiece. Near side boards and cleared out by the Wings. Makes it to Captain Johnson. Forward to Waller. Gets a stick on it. Wings grab it behind the net. Turn spin up the ice. Stopped by Johnson.
Neither team really controlling the puck here in this last minute. Kind of surprised that possession isn't paramount here.
14 seconds left. Wings with it. Vertically they come. Turned over to Vokanot. Vokanot off the near side boards. And it comes back to him. Into the offensive zone. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that is the end of regulation play. Tied up at 4 apiece.
We're headed to some overtime. Bonus hockey for everybody.
So 31 shots on goal for the Wings. 27 shots on goal for the Knights. I'd like to take a moment as we're grouping at each of the benches here. Make sure that we go down to our bronze sponsors and thank B&D Plumbing, Emma's Express, iWest, KJ Branding, Outdoor Design Group, and Rockwoods of Otsego. Our silver sponsors include Ace of Albertville, BJ's, J. Becker and Associates, Lazar Graphics, and Jimmy John's.
On the out-of-town scoreboard, Jeff, River Lakes 1, Pine City 1 with about 8 minutes to go in the third period.
Oh. Too close for comfort.
That's the only out-of-town scoreboard update I have right now.
Well, yes, and we happen to have a son in there in goal for the River Lakes Stars, so hoping that they can pull this out here and move forward.
So the Knights 1-1 in overtime games so far this year.
Yep, that's true.
They won the first game of the year against Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids in overtime, and then they lost just last week to Sartell in overtime. In both cases, the Knights held some pretty decent leads in the third period.
Yeah.
And ended up kind of dropping those leads. So a little bit of finishing that we need to work on to finish out these games, because the Knights did lead 4-1 at one point in the third period.
Yeah, that.
So, but there's so much offense and there's so much talent on this team that all we need to do is play really smart, finish your checks, and get opportunities and find that guy in the back door.
Yeah, and the Wings got hot there, and they, momentum carries you, and they got some momentum. They kept rolling and rolled off 3 goals, 4 actually, if the one that was called off. But like you said, the Knights have the talent and have the energy. They just need to turn it on and make something happen here. So put some time back on the clock here. Usually about 8 minutes. Yep. So
kind of mixing up the lines a little bit here. They got Hansen, Antoine, and Tanner Esterberg out there to start this overtime. That's not how they started the game today, so let's see how it goes.
So puck drops, and the Wings bringing it into the Knights' defensive zone. Near side, tried to center it in. McClellan gets down and takes it off the body. One of the Wings lost the edge of his skate, took the shot off the side of the net.
Oh, man, that was a close one, too.
Along the far side boards, Wings able to keep it in. Knights had it, they took it away.
That's a high stick on the Wings. They do let the Knights play it out.
So the Wings have it, their own defensive zone. They send it forward and back they send it. I always get a little nervous when you send it back at your own goalie there, but Melchett knocked it away, and here come the Wings and the Knights. Gotti hands it off. Takes the shot, it goes wide.
That's another one of those shots they can't let happen.
And Waller up into the offensive zone. Waller making towards the net. Waller goes to make the pass across, and
he tried to feed it back to Tanner to give him that gift that he gave him earlier in the game.
And the Wings actually had a skater who was sliding along the ice and knocked it away, and they bring it into neutral ice. Far side into the Knights' defensive zone. And the puck just made it forward, and Ethan Johnson just sitting there covering. He's getting smacked all around there.
Ooh.
And McClellan just standing there keeping his cool as he's getting hit.
And Benson puts his arm around Colton. They must know each other from somewhere.
They got to have some history of some sort. I don't know what that's all about.
He's like, hey, bud, how you doing?
McClellan just stands there. He's like, all right, that's fine. Hit me. You want to go? We'll go back in the penalty box. That's fine with me.
Shots on goal now 34-27 in favor of Armstrong Cooper. So,
and down really the ice it comes. It was touched there by Vokanot.
No icing. They waved it off.
And cleared out by the Wings quickly. Tower chasing it down in the defensive zone behind the net. He sends it to Clark. Clark had it stripped away. It makes it up the far side boards and passed over to Monahan. Monahan forward to to Volkanot, excuse me. Volkanot turns, spins, takes a wide shot, but it makes it to the near side boards. Clark sends it back around to the far side boards. Tower hustling over to keep it in. Monahan sends it down to the corner.
Waller shot right to the front there. I think that we're going to see a forward trickle toward the slot over and over again for the Knights. See if they can get that centering pass.
So Tower gets down there, and he literally is getting it's like a wrestling move there.
If that's not a holding in hockey, I don't know what is.
Yeah, that definitely was pretty bad there, but they're probably going to let a lot go here. So here come the Wings into neutral ice across the center ice. Into the Knights defensive zone, far side, pass into the center, shot from there, knocked away. I think Clark got a stick on it. He turns and sends it forward, kept in by Gotti for the Wings. Pass over to the far side boards. Backhanded into center and broken up there by Monahan. Turned over to Northrup. He takes a shot, knocked away by Johnson. Northrup gets the puck back behind the net. He sends it far side.
Was a big save by Ethan there.
Pass over to the near side here. Back across far side, marching towards the net, takes the shot, it gets knocked.
No clean forehand shots, guys.
Again, another shot there by the Wings. Northrup there with it, and Johnson able to knock that away. Back towards the center, marching towards the net. Can't give him a free look like that, and luckily Esberg got a stick on it from the blue line near side. Down the boards, Clark gets it, and he clears it out into neutral ice.
Esberg almost sprang free there, too.
Northrup bringing it back into the Knights defensive zone. Knocked away by Monahan, and he dumps it down the ice for an icing call. 4:36 left, period 4, overtime.
Knights really needed some fresh skaters out there, so that was probably a good ice there.
All right, so we'll see Hansen coming on with Antoine, Fauché, Captain Jack Johnson, and who's the fourth
one? That's Tyler Bechtold.
And Tyler Bechtold.
Asking Bechtold to put out some big minutes in OT. He's only been taking like 35, 40-second shifts so far, so I imagine they're going to get burst out of him, and then he'll probably head right off.
Well, you should have the fresh legs there, so they can get it up to him. He can make a run in it. They try to attempt there. It gets past him. The Wings able to knock it forward into neutral ice. It comes back to Hansen. Hansen retreating, passing across to Johnson. Back into neutral ice, sends it across. Comes to Bechtold. Bechtold dumps it in. Around the near side boards, behind the net to the far side corner. Up the boards it comes. Knights trying to keep it in. They do. Captain Jack Johnson marching down towards the corner. Centers over. Gets past Antoine, but he gets the puck back and centers it in. Nobody there. Wings grab it. Into neutral ice they come. Broken up there by Johnson. Captain Johnson gets in the way and lets one of the skaters kind of ride him forward, and then gets taken down. But still able to keep that puck.
Great job by Jack staying with it there.
And it's knocked down to the corner. Fauché there. He sends it around behind the net, near side boards. Bechtold gets a stick on it and brings it up into the offensive zone.
He is gassed right now.
Making his way back to the bench. And a long pass up there.
Just misses Northrup, and it's icing.
Yeah, he was trying to kind of catch that like behind the defense thing. Like the Knights were pretty set and ready for it, but got past him and got down for an icing call. You know,
sounds like Bechtold needs to go on a few extra jogs or something like that. Get that stamina back up.
Stay on the ice. It was the arm, not the legs.
He was toast right there.
All right, so Hernandez keeping it in at the blue line. Esterberg comes out with the puck, sends it forward to the near side corner. Hernandez there. Hands it off to Esterberg. Esterberg centering it over for Hernandez. Back out to the blue line. Far side Clark there. Over to the near side. McClellan. McClellan down the ice. He sends it to the corner. Behind the net. Anderson with it. Anderson back out to the blue line. McClellan sends it high and wide. Makes it over to the far side boards. Clark dumping it down. A Wings player grabs it and they send it out to neutral ice. But they get it back. Forward they come. Northrup with it. Hands it back to Lewis. Lewis has it stripped away by Hernandez. Gets it over to Esterberg. Esterberg into the center. Esterberg to Anderson. Anderson centering it over. And the net got knocked off there.
Melsha kicked that.
Well, again,
I'm hearing it from the crowd calling for a penalty there, and they're kind of not wrong.
yeah, well, I'm not saying anything because you've called me out a number of times, so I'm just going to sit over here and say, yep.
You sit over there,
Yep.
Jeff. I'm the color guy in this game. I get to make those grand assumptions.
You go ahead and do that. Down to the corner it goes. Volkanot sends it up the far side boards. Both teams fighting for it. Johnson from the blue line swinging a miss and knocked out by the Wings. Up the far side boards into the Knights' defensive zone they come, centering it over. And knocked away by Waller. Great job by Waller. Wings take it back into the Knights' defensive zone. Right to Tower. It comes forward. He sends it to Waller. Waller into the offensive zone. Waller handing it off to Volkanot, centering it in. Monahan had it. Monahan lost it, and the Wings into neutral ice they come. Down the ice. Far side along the boards, making it towards the net, centering it up, broken up by Volkanot. Volkanot with it.
This line looks like they're on a mission right now.
Over to Waller. Waller into the offensive zone. Waller with a shot. Ricochets off the ricochet. Goal! Owen Volkanot with the overtime goal. 1:42 left, period 4. Owen Volkanot, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and whatever holiday comes next. Great job.
Martin Luther King Day?
That was just a few, week ago or so. I guess at this point, Memorial Day.
Oh, man, that line of Waller, Monahan, and Volkanot, they came out there with so much hustle. They knew it was their last shift of the game, and they're like, we're leaving absolutely everything out there, and gosh, they came out with speed, and it showed right there, and they ended up winning the game.
Well, so Volkanot gets the, I guess you would call it the skate off.
It's still a walk-off.
I'd like to call it the skate off.
Okay.
We're at the ice hockey rink here.
The game winner.
The game winner, skate off, walk off, goal to give the Knights the victory. A little too close for comfort, a little too exciting, but the Knights pulled one off here from beautiful St. Michael Albertville Arena. 35 shots on goal for the Wings with 4 goals. 29 shots on goal, Matt, for the Knights. And they pull the last one off, the most important one, with 1:42 left on the clock in overtime period 4.
And it looks like a handful of these guys really know each other between the Knights and the Wings. A lot of conversations, a lot of shoulder taps right now.
Oh, yeah.
Good to see that. Some good sportsmanship at the end of the game.
Well, that's wonderful to see. We appreciate each and every one of you for watching exclusive coverage of Knights hockey on the St. Michael Albertville Global Hockey Network.
I forgot to hit this at the end.
Oh, yeah, well, there you go. All right, so on camera, we had Olivia Sutliff here. On computer, we had my beautiful wife, Kelly Story, and Dylan Kiner from afar at some concert somewhere. Matt Harrison had our color, and we thank him for calling the junior varsity game tonight, which I was honored to serve color with him. I'm Jeff Story. We will catch you next time for our next broadcast, coming to you soon. I don't have it up on my phone. I thought it was Thursday. But I'm trying to see who that is against here. Oh, wait, is that Edina?
That's Edina.
Thursday versus the Edina Hornets.
Ooh.
So tune in on Thursday. We'll be happy to bring you that.